Why is Meek Mill getting on Academics, that is DJ Academics' case about DJ Academics supporting Tekashi69? I'm your boy, One Sir Grove. This is OSGOE, aka Big Grove Dog. Thank you for tuning in to another episode of Casting 495 Celebrities Worldwide, C4CW. And yes, this is a mobile podcast. So, yo, man, dude, look, man, I don't dislike Meek Mill. I don't. I've heard a few of his tracks, like 2 or 3. You know what I mean? Like, I'm an older dude from a different generation, man, and I get it, you know, he's a dope rapper from what I've heard, from what people have told me, man, and I'm not here to, like, berate the dude or, like, cut him down or anything like that, man, or to talk shit about him, because I really don't fucking know the guy, you know what I mean? All I know is, like, from what I've read a little bit, like, I'm gonna tell you about how, like, I'm not even in tune or touch or, like, in the loop in terms of these, like, a lot of these newer artists. Like, a lot of them. If there were 5 dudes, man, on TV and one of them was J. Cole, you know what? Someone explain J. Cole to me. I might know who J. Cole is. I've seen some of his videos now. I thought he was some other dude, but now I know who J. Cole is. So my bad, that's not a good example. Kodak Black, I don't think I'd recognize him. No disrespect. Like, I've seen dude, like, in, like, on YouTube videos, like, once or twice. Like, for, like, a few seconds. But, like, I was hearing about him, you know what I mean? From people, they were like, yo, dude is out now, you know, he's this younger artist, whoop-de-whoop, blase, blah. I'm not saying anything bad about these guys. What I'm trying to explain to you is that, like, I haven't heard an entire Meek Mill album. Fucking seriously. Like, I've heard a few of his tracks. There's so many, like, young cats, like, when the rapper Future was out, man, which I haven't heard about Future for a while, man, but I know that, like, for a minute, like, people were talking about Future, which is cool, man. He's doing his thing, getting his money or whatever, right? But, like, I didn't even know who the fuck Future was. But people were talking about this rapper named Future. And I was like, nah, man, I ain't never heard of dude. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying that in a disrespectful way. I'm just simply saying there's so many fucking rappers in the world now that, like, I hadn't heard of that dude. And I was like, oh, there's a rapper named Future. That's interesting. Okay. And the one video that I like from Future, he had the cowboy hat on, man, and he's, like, doing a little 2-step kind of jig. And I was like, word, okay, that's cool, that's different, you know what I'm saying? And then he's got the other video with all the women at the like, stately home that he's in. And if I'm not, I can't even remember. I was going to say it was shot in noir. I don't know if that's true or not. False memory. But it was like a darkly lit screen, I thought. Maybe that's false memory, but it was some video, man, where he's got a bunch of, like, super hot fucking women at some mansion, and I was like, I wasn't really feeling the song. I like the one where he's got the little 2-step gig, you know what I'm saying? Little jig he's doing, you know, little dance and shit with the cowboy hat. I was kind of grooving to that. I was like, all right, this is different. This shit's funny. This is cool. You know what I mean? This is novel. The one where he's in the home with the women look nice, but I wasn't really feeling the lyrics, and I was like, yo, but it had, like, hella hits, like, hella fucking hits on the internet, so I was like, yo, this dude's popular, you know, people are into this guy, good for him, he's getting his paper, he's getting his cheddar, he's getting his chips, but I don't really know the dude's, like, discography, you feel me? I honestly don't know J. Cole's discography. I forgot somebody introduced me to J. Cole's music, like a couple months going back, man. A couple months ago. So, but for the longest time, I didn't know who J. Cole was. I didn't know who Kodak Black was. I didn't know who Future was. I didn't know who a lot of these cats are. And still don't, you know, because there's so many fucking rappers in the world now. And I didn't say anything disrespectful about any of those artists. In terms of Meek Mill, talking shit, man, about DJ Academics. Look, man, I was supporting DJ Academics a long time ago, man, on social media when people were talking shit about DJ Academics, and I lived in Chicago, man. I used to be in Chicago. I stayed in Chicago for a little while, man. And so for the nearly year that I was in Chicago, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm about it. You know what I mean? I'm originally from the West Coast, and I know people in Chicago, man. I know some folks out there and whatnot. And so knowing, you know, what was going on, man, when they were making threats against him and shit, man, I rose to the occasion, man, and spoke, in his defense. I was like, yo, man, quit talking shit about DJ Academics, man. That's some fucking whack-ass lame shit. DJ Academics is just saying it how he sees it, man, how he feels it. You know what I'm saying? Speaking his mind. And so, man, I came to his defense and shit on social media when niggas was talking fucking hella shit about him. You know what I mean? Before he had the kind of internet fame that he does now. And so then, man, to hear that the Meek Mill was having some words about DJ Academics, man, defending and supporting Tekashi69, that struck a chord with me, man. Let's talk about that. So, yo, man, you know what fucking bothers me, man, about people who are fucking closed-minded, man? And I'm not saying that Meek Mill is. Meek Mill is entitled to his own opinion, man. To his opinion, just like I'm entitled to my opinion, man. I like DJ Academics, and I like how he was exposing a lot of niggas who be doing faulty shit, man. And, one of the things, man, about the phenomenon of Tekashi69 is that as a hip-hop connoisseur, aficionado, I'm an expert of fucking hip-hop rap. Just because I don't know all these new guys, I've been in the fucking rap game a long time, man. Over 25 years. As an artist myself, working in a lot of professional studios, where when I was a kid, man, at a very young age, we were paying shit over $100 an hour. Going to top studios that were used by Microsoft company for major CD-ROM projects and whatnot. And man, I've been in some fucking top flight studios, man. And I've been around some people who are famous now, and some famous individuals, man. People who weren't famous when I first met them. And, I know some celebrities, man, a handful of them at this point. And I've been in the game, man, the industry, that is, long enough to know how the whole fucking thing works. So, in terms of Tekashi69 has a huge global, worldwide following. And I say global, worldwide, I know it's, redundant. I do that for emphasis, man. I say that for emphasis. You got a lot of people, man, on the internet that are just fucking hateful, and in the world that are just hateful, and they're like, fuck Tekashi69, this, and that. 99% of the time when I hear someone say fuck Tekashi69, in my human mind, deep within my human psyche, I know that deep within their human psyche, that they're just projecting, man, their own fucking jealousy and envy. I know that's what it is, because they know that Tekashi69 made a shitload of money very quickly. He did it doing shit that they could have done themselves, potentially, and they didn't do it. They couldn't fucking figure it out, man. And a lot of these niggas is just brittle, and they're salty, and they can't fucking figure their way out of a wet paper bag, man, in terms of how to get their finances right. Look, man, I've seen a lot of rappers, both underground and mainstream, who at some point had a lot of money in the game. And I'm not going to mention any fucking names, man, because I'm not here to drop salt like that. That's not my thing, man. That's not the nature of this particular episode of this podcast, C4CW. By the way, man, again, thanks for tuning in. If you're a fan of the show, man, then I appreciate you, for real. 495, man, certainly appreciate you if you're a fan of 495 in this podcast. We've had a lot of people come on as guests. If you haven't listened to those earlier episodes, man, I definitely encourage you to go back and check it out, man. We've had over 160 episodes on this podcast. So, in that, I have seen a lot of rappers, man, who I've read about, who I've seen in interviews, who I've seen on social media, YouTube, you name it, man. Behind the scenes, discussions, Vlad TV, like what Vlad's doing, man. Fucking awesome show, This dude's been in the game, man, for a long time, interviewing these different artists that I grew up listening to. And the fact that he highlights and showcases and elucidates certain information that a lot of interviewers wouldn't and haven't thus far. Oh, man, congratulations to Vlad, man, for a very successful show that he operates and facilitates there, man. Fucking shout outs to Vlad TV. Seeing these artists, man, not just on Vlad TV, but on other programs and in other presentations, who they were showboating, man, and hot rodding around and doing doing their thing, for a hot second, for a minute, as we say in the colloquial expressions of it all. Seeing these rappers, man, as an adult, looking back and knowing how now, they say hindsight is 20/20, right? It's always 20/20. Knowing, man, that they were fronting when I was a kid, and I was like, yo, I thought that rapper actually had fucking dough, but it was all just a show, man. Nigga was fronting. You type net worth, brings up the artist's approximate net worth, right? And you see cats, man, that maybe they had a little bit of money before, maybe they didn't, and they were pretending to have some money. I mean, dude, I've seen rappers who weren't even making any fucking money in the rap game, but they were still recording, man, nonetheless. They were still fucking at it, at the craft, making albums, cassette tapes, CDs, and they stayed in the game, man, just making one track after another, but they never really made any money, ever. Not really. Some of them ultimately did make some money. Some are still trying to make money in the game, and if you go back and you look at their discography, man, and you see everything they've done, they've just been making tracks. They ain't never made any cash, man, And it's really interesting to see the evolution of hip-hop, rap, urban music, and to know as an adult, as an expert, how a lot of cats just be faking and fronting and putting on a fucking show, which is cool. It's entertainment. It's the show business, man. And people are on different levels. So back to Tekashi69 and Meek Mill and DJ Academics, man. I've always been a fan of Tekashi69 because Tekashi69 is, in my opinion, one of the ultimate underdogs. He's someone who came out of virtually nowhere, SoundCloud artist. From what I've seen in the interviews, or from the reports behind the scenes, whether it's true or not, saw that he used to work in a deli, worked in a restaurant. When I was in college, paying my way through college, man, I worked in a lot of fucking restaurants, worked for a lot of stupid-ass companies, man, a lot of stupid-ass American fuckboy corporations, having shitty jobs in the past, working for a lot of stupid motherfucking companies and shit, a lot of piece of shit-ass companies, just fucking U.S. American companies running fucking hustles and scams on people. Back in the day, man, I was middle class. I come from a middle class family, and I've talked about this before. Had been before my mother got her degree. When she was on her own, not living at my grandfather's and grandmother's family home, when she was out, which was a middle class family. When she left that middle class family of hers, her mother and father, and she went out into the world, before she got her college degree, man, she was low income because she wasn't asking her parents, my grandparents, for help. I've talked about that in other podcasts quite a bit. So having been low income when I was a kid, and then middle income, and then in college myself, man, some fucking 15 going on 20 years ago, having to pay my way through school and shit, scraping by. Man, I worked for a lot of fucking stupid ass companies, man. Piece of shit American companies that are just fucking scam companies. And, a lot of people, unless you were born, in a different kind of situation, a lot of people understand and can relate to what I'm talking about. So when I saw Tekashi69's situation and analyzed it with a fine-tooth comb and saw how he apparently had worked in a deli and whatnot, man, and was trying to take care of his mom and stuff like that, man, that really hit home with me. I was like, damn, this dude is really trying to survive out on the streets, man. And I didn't really see what he was doing on the internet as being anything hostile, other than to defend himself, man. People were calling him out for being different and shit. And that was another thing. I saw a lot of people as being homophobic, whether they admitted it or not. And I was like, yo, man, y'all niggas is motherfucking homophobic, man. And, you guys are homophobic, a lot of y'all, who I'm referring to, and motherfucking hateful, additionally hateful, in terms of how this young brother's been getting his money. So when he rose to fame and fortune, virtually overnight, I mean, I saw it took about 12 months for him to really go worldwide the way that he did in 12 short months, man, in contrast to these fucking worthless loser ass niggas, a lot of them, who have been in the game doing their fucking dirt, hating on motherfuckers. A lot of niggas is snitches pretending like they ain't, rapping and shit, you know, then turning around and hypocritically pointing the finger at Tekashi69. Man, hey, Tekashi69 is a dude who was smart and is smart to have done what he did, and salty, faulty niggas who fucking hate on him, man, for those reasons are just pieces of shit. Now, look, man, I'm not saying Meek Mill's in that camp. I'm not saying he's in that category. He has his reasons for not appreciating or liking the fact that DJ Academics supports Tekashi69 or has. Hey, man, I'm of a different ilk. If somebody wants to support and promote Tekashi69 day in, day out, I don't see it as being any different than motherfuckers who are on the street team to promote Meek Mill day in, day out. How the fuck you gonna tell someone, especially a DJ, to stop promoting and propping up someone that DJ wants to prop up and promote? How the fuck is Meek Mill gonna go on camera and be talking shit about fucking Tekashi69, you know what I'm saying, and get on DJ Academics' case about Academics promoting his homeboy? Fuck that, man. That shit, honestly, bro, that kind of shit make me not even want to listen to anything that Meek Mill fucking says, man. Like, for real, bro, hey, Meek Mill, if you're peeping this dude, like, I don't dislike you, and I don't hate you. In fact, I don't even fucking really know much about you, man, other than, like, a few tracks that I heard of yours, and I was like, all right, this is cool. I could dig it. You know what I'm saying? I was just kind of like, yeah, all right, man, get your money, you know? Do you. You know what I'm saying, bro? Straight up. I believe I've heard, like, literally 3 or 4 of your tracks. And I'm not opposed or averse to hearing more of your material. But yo, bro, in terms of you, man, trying to fucking talk shit about Tekashi69, man, and Academics and shit, bro, like, that kind of shit make me not even want to fucking listen to any more of your shit. Niggas can promote and support whoever the fuck they want to promote and support. Just because you don't like Tekashi69 and you don't maybe understand his situation in the same way that I do, man, and you got your own fucking opinion, bro, like, the fact that you want to go and, like, bash on Tekashi69 and Academics and shit like that, then Academics can promote Tekashi69 every motherfucking day of his life, man, and there ain't nothing wrong with that, in my opinion. In fact, a lot of people do. You know why? Because Tekashi69 is an innovator. He's a young artist who did him, and he got fucking money. You can think he's a snitch. At this point, I don't. I ain't seen any paperwork. All I heard is a bunch of motherfucking stories from people saying that it's on federal court record that he agreed to cooperate. So what, nigga? Maybe he fucking did. Has he? Has he snitched on other people? Hey, man, just because people been arrested, man, I don't trust my own government, man, 100%. And I know how my government fucks with people's minds, man, and plays mind games. Just because people been arrested in the same amount of time that it would seem that Tekashi supposedly has been talking to the feds and telling them shit about this individual and that, and just because those individuals have been fucking picked up, that don't mean that he's the one fucking talking or telling, bro. That's what I know as being a street nigga myself from the motherfucking goddamn streets. And I lived in the motherfucking projects for the first 8 years of my life. I lived in the housing projects, and my mother had food stamps, and we had government food stamps and cheese and shit like that, and went to a little fucking, little low income, WIC and shit like that, bruh. So I was born into a low income situation. My mother raised me with my dad not being around, and I lived in the motherfucking hood, and I grew up on the West Coast, bro. And I ain't seen any real fucking paperwork that he named this person, that person, and that person. All I heard is some shit from TMZ. All I heard is some shit from niggas on the internet running their motherfucking mouths, talking about he told on this, and that. Where's the proof, bro? Okay? I ain't seen it. I ain't seen the motherfucking paperwork. You can extrapolate information. You can speculate, okay? I ain't seen the paperwork that said he ratted on this nigga and this nigga and this nigga. I ain't seen it. Where's the motherfucking paperwork? So what? He said he was going to cooperate with the feds. Niggas fucked this girl, according to what I heard, whether it's true or not. Okay? They stole money from him, niggas that he was riding from. And so he's facing 47 years in prison, approximately. And if the feds tell this nigga, yo, we're going to lock your ass up for your own safety, you better tell us something about your motherfucking crimes that we know that you did or we believe you did. And he's like, all right, you got me. Okay, so I just admitted to my crimes. That's cooperation. He cooperated with the feds, supposedly, allegedly, and he admitted to his own crimes. It don't mean just because the feds say, oh, and by the way, if you continue to cooperate with us now that you've admitted to your own guilt, allegedly, okay, and now that you've told us what you did, if you do this, and that, we'll possibly write a letter to the judge and ask to reduce your sentence, ask for a reduced sentence. That don't mean he's told on anybody. And just because niggas got locked up around the same time frame doesn't mean he's told on anybody. Doesn't mean he's ratted on anyone. I haven't seen that paperwork. And until you motherfucking niggas produce that shit, if you ever do, until there's some shit that says in fucking stone, concrete, evidence, empirical data, that he pinned this nigga, he named this nigga's name, it's on court record, he testified against him, that kind of information doesn't fucking exist in the public domain, and it ain't even fucking real to me. This shit is fictitious. And y'all niggas can go up and down the internet, trolling the internet yourselves, speculating on the internet, saying this, and that, he did this, and that. I ain't seen it, bruh. Fuck all y'all niggas out there who be jumping the gun, claiming that he named this person's name, named that person's name, when y'all motherfuckers don't have any paperwork or court evidence to substantiate, corroborate, or prove that shit. Thus far, all of it is motherfucking speculation, including TMZ shit. I ain't got to be an attorney, lawyer like Harvey Levin. I don't have to be. It's not fucking rocket science. It's simple fucking logic. There's no goddamn motherfucking empirical evidence, data, proof, and all y'all niggas is speculating at this point. If there is ever a piece of paper that says he named this person and it's on court record and it's public information and he testifies against someone, that's a different fucking story. That shit hasn't happened yet. Ain't been no testimony in an open court system, in any kind of fucking court system that's available to American citizens or anybody in the fucking public domain. And there's no piece of paper in the public domain that says that he named this person's name at this time. So until that point in time, if there ever is one, y'all niggas claiming that he already snitched are a bunch of motherfucking faulty ass niggas because you don't fucking know that he did. Wouldn't that be some shit if it turns out that he really fucking did it and that the feds were like, if you do this, we might give you a reduced sentence. A reduced sentence is what I meant. Wouldn't that be some shit if y'all stupid ass motherfuckers were wrong and he simply copped a plea to some shit that he did and he never one time named anybody's name? What if he fucking rode this shit out, man, and he never named any names and he never actually ever said anything, even under duress? He's like, look, I'm telling y'all, this is what I did. I know outside in the public domain, in the public, motherfuckers is thinking that I'm doing this shit, naming names. All I'm telling y'all is what I did. What if he's doing that? And they're like, okay, well, we're going to go arrest this guy anyway because we know that that's the dude that you should have named, but you ain't said his name. So we're going to put some pressure on you and we're going to go arrest him, this person, that person, and they're going to think that you're the one that did it. Huh? What? Yeah. You don't know that he named those names. You don't fucking know that he did or if he didn't. You have no motherfucking idea. All you have is some TMZ speculation from their fucking flimsy source. You know, oh, they know somebody, whatever, some FBI, blase blah, J. Edgar Hoover, fucking COINTELPRO. Please, nigga, that shit has always been trickery, man. Come on, man. That shit is media hype shit, okay? So, I know how the fucking feds operate and how they play mind games with motherfuckers. okay? And I also know that there's no concrete information, intel to substantiate, corroborate, support thus far at the time of this recording, 10:44 p.m. on the East Coast on this day, 20 February 2019, Wednesday. There's no information on the goddamn internet that says that he named this person and that person. All there is are these incidental, coincidental scenarios where certain individuals have been picked up. Feds probably picking them up. Tekashi probably sitting there saying, man, y'all motherfuckers trying to make me look bad. And they're like, look, man, we know that that was the dude that was involved in the shit, and you wouldn't name his name, so we went and arrested his ass, knowing that he was involved in the shit, and now the public's gonna think that you're the one that fucking ratted on him. Wouldn't y'all niggas just feel low to the motherfucking ground to find out that he never fucking named any names under duress, and all he did was admitted to the shit that he did and all the shit that you saw? The attorney that has talked about Tekashi's case, and what that attorney knows about Tekashi69 situation, that attorney even said that the paperwork that y'all were claiming is information that says that he's already cooperated with the feds. He already said that the information is mistyped. He already said that despite what any and all of what y'all stupid ass niggas have been talking about, that it's a fucking typo on the paperwork. And that it was something to the effect of further intel, further information, further cooperation. That means beyond the point of what he, Tekashi69, already admitted to that he allegedly did. Okay? So the paperwork in and of itself that y'all have been citing as so-called proof that he fucking has told on people, that information, according to the attorney, is mistyped information. So that information isn't even motherfucking goddamn accurate. So if that information is not accurate, according to an attorney who has intimate knowledge of the goings on of the case, if that intel if his intel is solid, and that piece of paper is mistyped, and you've cited a mistyped piece of paper or court document rather, then everything that I've said is true from the premise, from the supposition, from the fucking gate, from the get-go. My shit is fucking solid. Where I come from, unless there's a piece of paper that says this nigga told on this nigga, the shit is all speculation. It's 100% speculation, and all the little things that the feds do to play games, J. Edgar Hoover, FBI, fucking whatever agency, okay, making it look like, oh, that nigga just got arrested. That means that Tekashi69 snitched. No, it doesn't fucking mean that he snitched. That shit does not prove that he snitched on those dudes. The feds will do shit like that to make it look like he snitched on people, and they have a history of doing that, going way the fuck back. Y'all niggas forgot that? Y'all niggas never knew that? Y'all niggas too stupid to motherfucking to infer and deduce that? Fuck y'all faulty ass niggas. Y'all niggas is dumb. Y'all niggas is motherfucking dumb. I don't subscribe to you. I don't subscribe to you because you don't know how to do real intel analysis. You see me? I haven't jumped the gun. I don't fucking know if it's true or not. I'm open-minded. Y'all niggas that have just believed because of fucking faulty ass media shit that, oh, you're gonna go along as a follower with the group think with the hype and you're gonna believe the hype. I'm not in your motherfucking camp, dude. I'm not a sellout. I'm not a sucker. I'm not an idiot moron. I'm not an imbecile. I'm not a fucking superficial YouTuber who's like, oh yeah, Tekashi69 snitching. Yeah, now that he's been snitching, and since he's been snitching for a long time, and now that everybody knows, everybody, generalization, blanket statement, everybody knows that he's snitching. Everybody doesn't know that he's snitching. You don't know that he's snitching. You don't know that he ever did fucking snitch because you're a fucking snitch. You're a piece of shit in the book of fucking G code where I come from. You don't know how to do fucking real intel. Y'all niggas don't know who's snitching and who isn't based on your fucking logic. And you're putting out these videos, man, claiming that the dude's a snitch. Y'all niggas is motherfucking snitches in my book, man, straight up. Yeah, until I see some fucking paperwork, y'all niggas is speculators. And if it were the other way around, Your girlfriend got fucked by some niggas that are some dirty niggas that stabbed you in your back, and niggas stole millions of dollars from you, and you were facing 47 years in prison, and the feds came and swooped you up and said it was for your own good, and they said that your homies were plotting against you. I'd love to see what the fuck you did to cooperate with the feds. Y'all niggas is some motherfucking piece of shit ass niggas claiming that you're some motherfucking gangsters. I come from a place where real gangsters exist, and the real gangsters I know, they don't speculate like you faulty ass niggas.